WrestleMania Backlash is over, and man, oh man, was that a good show. If you haven't seen my reaction to it, all my thoughts and comments are in another video I posted yesterday, so if you want to, you can go check that out. But this video is about one thing in particular, and that is the Bloodline with Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa and this whole story that they're telling, because it can go down a lot of different paths, and we're going to talk about all of that right now. If you guys like these types of videos, make sure to drop a like and leave a comment. It would be very appreciated, but let's get right into the video. So, Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga are coming off a win at WrestleMania Backlash with Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. Let me just say it was a great match, but the story they're telling within the match is just something we've never seen before. A lot of us predicted that Jacob Fatu would debut at WrestleMania Backlash and help the Bloodline get over and win this match, but it wasn't Jacob Fatu. It was Tama Tonga's brother, and a lot of people that I've talked to and that I've seen around the WWE space, we aren't that familiar with him. People know him, but he's not really that familiar. Me personally, I'm not familiar with bro's game, but he looks bigger than Tama Tonga, and he looks like a threat. He looks scary, so we're going to have to see how all this plays out. But then you look into it deeper, and we're like, okay, we all thought Jacob Fatu was going to debut at Backlash, and he didn't. So when is he gonna? Because he's signed to the WWE roster, so it's only a matter of time before the Bloodline yet gets another member. So with Tama Tonga's brother debuting at Backlash, this leads us with a bunch of questions. Where's Jimmy? What's Jimmy gonna do? How's Solo gonna talk to both of the brothers? Because now it's kind of a 2v1. How's Paul Heyman reacting to all this? He knows he's scared out of his mind. What is Roman Reigns doing at home? Where is The Rock? There's so many questions just because this guy debuted and we all thought it was going to be Jacob Fatu. Is Jacob Fatu going to be next, or is he going to be the last final piece to the Bloodline? Who, where, and when are these people coming? We don't know. With all the things I just said, you can go a bunch of different ways telling this story. You can tell Solo being the badass, barking orders at these two like they're the henchmen, just like how Roman was doing with the Usos, or the brothers, and they could have a mind of their own and try and take over Solo, and they all can collide with each other. None of them like each other. Everyone's barking orders, and Paul Heyman's just trying to be the man in the middle, and everyone's looking at him like they want to kill him. I don't know why I thought this. Maybe some other people did. You guys can let me know, but with Jay versus Damian Priest, I really thought Jimmy was going to come out and even the odds, but he didn't. So he's on his little vacation, but a huge question is, when he comes back, what's he going to do? Because he got kicked out of the Bloodline. He can't go back there. So here is my theory to it. So the Bloodline is going to keep expanding and expanding. They're going to have as many members as they want. Cool, that's fine. Roman Reigns, we don't know when, we don't know how, we don't know where he is going to come back. But when he comes back, how is he going to be treated? Is Jimmy going to side with Roman? Is Jimmy going to go off and be with Jey Uso? Is Jimmy going to go off and try and be a solo contender like Jay's doing? What is Jay going to do? How is Roman going to have anyone by his side? Is Roman going to come back as the big guy and bark orders at them, and are all them going to fall in line like they have before? There's so many questions, and there's so many ways they can tell this story. Another thing is The Rock versus Cody Rhodes. When's that going to happen? Is it going to be SummerSlam? Is it going to be next year's WrestleMania? Is it there's so many questions and so many narratives that this Bloodline storyline can go, because it ties into real life and storyline narratives, so it's just perfect, and you can say whatever you want, and we're going with it. Whatever Triple H is doing, I trust him to the max, because he has been on an absolute heater lately with banger after banger after banger, and he's been doing a fantastic job, so thank you, Triple H. But my prediction, I think Roman is going to come back a little bit after SummerSlam. Maybe I would say a month and a half, 2 months after SummerSlam, I think Roman's going to come back, and I think they're going to tell the story of him climbing back up the mountain, trying to get everyone under control in the Bloodline, because it's a whole mess right now. Everyone's yelling at each other, everyone seems mad, and he's going to try and get everyone under control, and they're not going to listen. Everyone's going to look at him weird, like, you lost. You're not the tribal chief anymore. And what if the tribal chief is The Rock? What if everyone is taking orders from The Rock? The Rock is adding these members in, and now we got the match that we've been waiting for, Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania 41. It even could be at WrestleMania 42. The Rock could face Cody at WrestleMania 41. He could win that match, he could lose that match, it doesn't matter, but it's gonna be awesome, and I believe in Triple H. I'm telling you guys right now, if you want to get into WWE, this right here, this storyline is the one to follow. This is the best storyline of all time, and I don't care what anybody says. So, I think Roman and Jimmy are gonna, team up, and it's just gonna be them two battling against everyone else in the Bloodline. They're gonna try and find a way. Roman's gonna claw his way back up the mountain. He's gonna get that title shot, and I think eventually he's gonna dethrone whoever the champ may be, whether it be Cody, whether it be The Rock, whether it be some random we don't know in 6 months. We don't know, but I think Roman is going to climb his way back up to the top, tell that story of him getting beaten down, the fallen king getting risen back up, and I feel like he is going to be the WWE champion again within the next year or two. I really, really do. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, though. The storyline is so interesting. I can talk about it for days, but we're going to end it off here. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Drew Dimes, and I'm out. Peace.